Good evening, everyone. Do we have a motion to reconvene from executive session? Mr. Sweeney and Mr. Wheeler on that. I would like to apologize to everyone. We know that your time is valuable. I'm sorry that we had situations in executive session that we had to deal with that put us late tonight. But again, we apologize, and we'll move right into our agenda then. Oh, thank you. All right, we have a motion and a second to reconvene. Is there a vote to, we already have a second. Okay, everyone in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, now we're here with you. Thank you. And if you would, please join me for, well, first an invocation. We would like to start tonight with a moment of silence as we remember that one of our teachers was lost to us today, Jenna Wall, who was a teacher at Kemp. So if you would please join me in a few minutes of silence to think about her and the others that we've lost recently. Thank you. Now, if you would please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. This brings us to board recognitions. Dr. Rivera.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the board, and Superintendent Ragsdale. It's my pleasure this evening to do our board recognitions, and I'd like to start with our Class 6A Girls Track State Champions. I'm pleased to announce that Cobb High Schools claimed 2 state titles in the 6A Girls Track in May. As I call your name to our student athletes, if you would, please stand and remain standing. The individual results include the 100-meter hurdles state champion, Tia Jones of Walton High School. The 300-meter hurdle state champion is Alexis Jones of Campbell High School. And at this time, I'd like to invite Tia, Walton Principal Judy McNeil, Alexis, and Campbell Assistant Principal Valencia Andrews, and Coach Rob Nichols to join me in the front of the room to be recognized as the girls' track state champions.
Back in my day, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man.
Hey, congratulations. Good job.
Oh, I have one more year.
Good.
Go on 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. And one more round of applause for our girls' state champions. And continuing on with the Cobb success in track and field, I'm pleased to share that we had several schools that claimed state titles in the 6A boys track and field. As I call your name, student athletes, if you would please stand and remain standing. The individual results include the 110-meter hurdle state champion Sierra Williams of Walton High School. Shot put state champion Isaiah Rogers of Campbell High School. And long jump state champion Jeremiah Bridges of Hillgrove High School. At this time, I'd like to call forward Sierra and Walton Principal Judy McNeil to join me and be recognized by the Board of Education, our superintendent. And next, our girls lacrosse state champions. I'm pleased to share with you, Walton High School won the girls 6A lacrosse state championship. The Lady Raiders beat six-time defending state champion Milton to win the state title. I'd like to invite our Walton High School girls lacrosse team, Coach Amanda Ryan, and once again, Principal Judy McNeil, to join me in the front of the room to be congratulated as the girls lacrosse state champions.
Some of you get on the step here, right? Make sure you be seen.
I'm talking about me. Right, hang on, Brett, you gotta go right here, Brett.
You in this layer slot. There we go. There we go. All right, here we go. All right, on three. 1, 2, 3.
From track and field to lacrosse, now it's my pleasure to share with you the Class 6A baseball state champions, Walton High School. As they come forward, it's also worth noting that Walton High School was ranked at one point by USA Today Sports as number 5 in the nation. And I invite, please come forward, our Walton High School baseball team, Coach Shane Amos, Principal Judy McNeil, to be recognized by the board and congratulated as state champions.
Congratulations. Yes. Congratulations. The pitcher. I want to see middle infield. What a middle infield is. You a middle infield? Congratulations. Thank you. You a middle infield? Outfield, you got a good arm. You second. I played second and short. Good job. Position you play, Brett?
I said those girls were so cute and so pretty and so bouncy, but you should see how gracious they are on the field.
What's your best pitch? What position you play, Brett? Second. Okay, what position you play? Third base. Cool. Wow. Hey, you guys come on over here and get the picture.
Some of you need to get on the step here on the first step.
Some of y'all come on this. Shorter people. Come on, They can't go beat you. All right, now let's break. Break. Go. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ready? All right. Oh, yeah?
And next, I'd like to recognize our new 6A girls state champions From Lassiter High School, the Lady Trojans won the 2016 state championship over Metro rivals West Forsyth. At this time, I'd like to invite representatives of the Lassiter girls soccer team, Coach Robbie Galvin and Principal Chris Ritchie, to join me in the front of the room to be honored as the girls soccer state champions.
People won the whole state tournament, right?
And next, I'm honored to announce Allatoona High School won the 5A Boys Lacrosse State Championship. The Buccaneers captured their first state title by defeating four-time state champion Westminster. At this time, I'd like to invite forward Allatoona Boys Lacrosse team coaches Jonathan Wishon, Mike Claggett, Joel Morey, Dan Madish, Shar Zarnick, Jack Lane, and Principal John Kelly to join me in the front of the room to be honored by Board of Education.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yes. Good job, man. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, man. Yes, good job. Good job, young man. Good job. What position you play, bro? Cool. Congratulations. So, congratulations. I don't know a lot about lacrosse. So midfielder, what's that role? Midfielder is box. Oh, so you gotta be real good. The man took him to midfield. All right.
Here we go. On three. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Thanks, sir. Advanced STEM certification is the first internationally recognized mark of quality for STEM schools and programs, signaling the growing emphasis placed on STEM education by educators, politicians, and business leaders around the world. I'm delighted tonight to announce that Tritt Elementary School recently received the Advanced Ed STEM certification, which demonstrates the school's commitment to preparing its students for their educational and career opportunities in the future. At this time, I'd like to invite Principal Tricia Patterson, Assistant Principal Kendall Kiesling, and Innovation Specialist Alexa Dean to join me in the front of the room to be honored by our Board of Education and Superintendent.
It's my kind of deal. I like that. There you go. Good job.
All right, here we go. Everybody ready?
And finally, I'm happy to announce that Cobb County has 10 students who were named 2016 National Merit Scholars. As I call your name, if you would please stand and remain standing. Riley O'Neill, North Cobb High School. And I'll take this opportunity to recognize the other National Merit Scholars and then invite Riley to come forward. Also want to congratulate, although they're not present this evening, Lacey Moss from Lassiter High School, Russell Puffer from Kennesaw Mountain High School, Ilya Belagradic from Walton High School, Eric Hu from Walton High School, Jenna Kahn from Walton High School, Irina Kwan from Walton High School, and finally Colby Minier from Pope High School. I would like to invite Riley, along with North Cobb High School Assistant Principal, to come forward and be recognized by our Superintendent and Board of Education. Congratulations to all of our scholars, all of our student athletes, and certainly our Cobb County employees. Madam Chair and Mr. Superintendent, this concludes our recognitions.
Okay, thank you all. That's always a wonderful part of our board meetings. And now I believe we have no public comments tonight, so we'll move right into number 6 on our agenda, which is approval of the minutes. Mr. Sweeney.
Madam Chair, I make a motion that we approve the minutes.
Mr. Banks seconds. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Unanimous. Okay. All right, board business. Facilities and Technologies Oversight Committee report. Mr. Sweeney.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The Facilities and Technology Committee supported each of the items that are on the agenda this evening. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Okay, now we need a motion to approve our agenda for the remainder of our meeting. Mr. Chastain and Mr. Banks. All those in favor? Unanimous. Okay, thank you. All right. Mr. Ragsdale.
Yes, ma'am. Madam Chair, members of the board, I'm going to ask Mr. John Adams to bring items requiring action following executive session, and I believe we have 2 separate items requiring vote.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Superintendent, Madam Chair, members of the board. We do have 2 items tonight. First, we'll have the personnel report and then a motion regarding a land purchase. I'm pleased to present the Human Resources Personnel Report for June 23rd, 2016. The administration recommends the approval of the identified employment actions of those individuals listed on the Personnel Action Report as discussed in executive session. We do have 3 specific principal level and higher position recommendations. Dr. Andrew Bristow recommended for appointment to principal at Kell High School effective July 1st. Donna Lowry Reed recommended for employment as Director Communications Chief of Staff Division effective July 20th. And Sherry Bronte, Executive Director, Cobb Schools Foundation and the Chief of Staff Division, recommend you accept her resignation effective June 24th. And this concludes the personnel report.
Thank you, Mr. Adams. Mr. Wheeler, you recommend acceptance of that report? Okay, thank you. Mr. Sweeney, second. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay. Unanimous. Thank you. Okay. Next motion deals with land. I hereby move that the board approve the following real estate contract: the purchase of real property and improvements on approximately 5.092 acres at 2445 Favor Road, Marietta, tax parcel number 17013000030, for $1,925,000 plus ancillary costs, including inspection fees, closing costs, etc. Is there a motion? I make the motion that we accept this, this recommendation. Is there a second? Mr. Banks seconds. Thank you. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, is there any discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Thank you. All those opposed?
Madam Chair, I abstain. I, at this time, don't feel like I have enough information to take that vote. So with your permission, abstain.
Mr. Scamahorn abstains. Thank you. Okay, any other land? We've covered all those? Okay. Next, we move to board agenda items number 10. Mr. Ragsdale. Thank you, folks. All right. This moves us to the consent agenda. We have 4 items on the consent agenda. If there's no objection, we'll consider those passed. Thank you. It moves us to discussion agenda items. Mr. Ragsdale.
Yes, ma'am. Madam Chair, members of the board, I'm going to ask Mr. John Adams to come forward and bring all 3 agenda items for this evening.
Thank you, sir. Good evening once again, Mr. Superintendent, Madam Chair, members of the board. Agenda item number 1, recommendation to approve the award of a contract for the construction of replacement schools for Brumby Elementary School and East Cobb Middle School. As discussed in detail during the day meeting and is supported by the F&T Committee, we're recommending that you award the contract for the replacement of Brumby and East Cobb Middle to McKnight Construction Company out of Atlanta, Georgia. Recommended award amount of $51.45 million. You see the exact amount listed there as budgeted in SPLOST 4, and this will allow us to remain on schedule towards the construction of this school with a scheduled substantial completion date of May of 2018.
Madam Chair, I make a recommendation that we accept discussion agenda item number 1 as presented.
Mr. Banks, seconds. Okay. Any discussion? Okay. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, that's unanimous. Thank you. Next one.
Yes, ma'am. Discussion agenda item number 2, recommendation to approve the award of a contract for tennis court resurfacing for Alatoona High School, Kell High School, and Sprayberry High School. Once again, in accordance with SPLOST 4, these 3 schools, Alatoona, Kell, and Sprayberry, are scheduled to receive tennis court resurfacing. We're recommending that you award the contract to Talbot Tennis in the amount of $325,900, and that will allow us to resurface these tennis courts over the summer and have this project substantially completed by August of 2016.
Okay. Mr. Chastain.
Madam Chair, I recommend we accept the motion as presented, discussion agenda item number 2.
Thank you. Mr. Scamahorn, seconds. Okay. Any discussion? All those in favor, please raise your hand. Another unanimous vote. Okay, last item.
And last but not least, agenda item number 3, very similar to agenda item number 2, except in this case, tennis court resurfacing at Campbell High School, Hillgrove High School, Osborne High School, and South Cobb. Again, in accordance with SPLOST 4, recommending you award the contract to Talbot Tennis as well in the amount of $428,300 as budgeted in SPLOST 4, and allowing us to remain on schedule to perform the project this summer and be completed by the fall.
Okay, I'd like to move that we accept this recommendation. Is there a second? Second? All right. Mr. Morgan, seconds. Discussion? Mr. Wheeler?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Adams, just want to be sure we're talking about, specifically Hillgrove, that the proper pre-site work is going to be done to make sure that that surface is going to be lasting. So just wanted to be sure. I know we've checked on that, and wanted to be sure that that was done.
Yes, sir, we are aware of some of the conditions at Hillgrove that need some due diligence there, and we are performing that, and we will make sure that the project is done not only right, but built to last.
Good, good, thank you. Appreciate your help.
Any other discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Unanimous vote. Thank you, Mr. Adams. Okay, that brings us to board member comments. Mr. Scamahorn.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I don't have much tonight. I would like to remind everybody, in the news this week, we lost another police officer, and we seem to be losing one or two almost every week. It's deplorable. It's unacceptable. If you see our men and women in blue, they are doing a thankless job in many cases for minimal wages, and shake their hands, if nothing else, and take them to lunch if you get a chance, or buy their lunch if you see them. Again, without them, we'd have chaos. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Mr. Sweeney.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just want to reiterate the congratulatory notes for the students, the student athletes, and also the scholars that were here this evening, and particularly for Walton High School with the men's baseball team, the women's lacrosse team, and the scholars that were recognized this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Banks.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just want to emphasize the graduation's over with. The summer started. There's a lot of activity in the schools for summer academies, which are very aggressive this year, and also the sports and academies and the sports feeder schools programs that are in process right now during the summer. So there's a lot of activity going on in our schools, even though school is out. Also want to congratulate again Dr. Tricia Patterson, the principal at Trent Elementary School, for achieving the SACS, or Advanced Ed STEM certification, which is going to be recognized international. So that's the first elementary school in the East Cobb area to have that distinction. Hopefully there's some more coming right behind there. I also want to say thank you to the Cobb Chamber of Commerce for putting on the partnership forum or summit this week, where there was a good turnout. There's a lot of principals, some assistant principals were there, and people don't really appreciate or know much about our partnership programs that we have with the Chamber of Commerce and with our business community. It's very critical to our schools, particularly in our high schools, that they participate, because they not only bring money, but they also bring experience and commitment and care to our community. So thank you to the Chamber of Commerce for putting this on and for their support of the Cobb County School District. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Mr. Chastain.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I really have no comments other than I hope everybody is having a great summer, because the first day of school will be here before you know it. Thank you.
Very soon, that's right. I again would like to extend our sympathies to the Wall family and to the whole Kemp School family. I know it's difficult anytime that we lose someone, particularly tragically, so our thoughts will be with you. And for everyone else, I do join Mr. Chastain in saying I hope you're having a good summer. Thank you. Mr. Ragsdale.
Yes, ma'am, Madam Chair. It does, this is a very heavy time when you lose an employee, but especially in this manner. The Jenna Wall family will certainly be in our thoughts and prayers, be thinking about you, and wish you Godspeed in getting through this, and know that everyone from the Kemp family will be surrounding you and helping you get through that. I also want to say, hope everyone is having a great summer, and remind all of our students as we focus on this upcoming year is reading, to keep reading over the summer. Got a lot of programs going on during the summer to help our students maintain their momentum going through the summer. I'd also like to say congratulations to to one of our employees, a teacher, Scott Schomer, as I was flipping around channels this week, heard someone on Wheel of Fortune say that they were from Ackworth. Well, of course, I looked to see if you knew them, and then Pat Sajak said, "And you're a teacher?" And he said, "Yes, I'm a science teacher at Harrison High School." And obviously, definitely proud of him representing us. And he did very well. He won the game and went on to win the final puzzle as well. I'll not share how much he won, but not enough for him to retire. So he's back with us. I emailed him as I was watching, and obviously it was recorded earlier, but he certainly made us proud, and want to wish him congratulations. Also want to wish good luck to Sherry Bronte. She's done a great job with the foundation, just had a lot of great success with the foundation, brought a lot of success to our students and our teachers as far as the donations and contributions that have been made thereabouts. And I wanted to end up finally on, I can't say how much that we are excited, me specifically, to welcome Donna Lowry to our one team. She is going to be just a tremendous team player as she brings her numerous years of experience, over 29 years of experience in broadcast to us, and just real excited about what she's going to be able to do for communications here in our district, and just take us above and beyond to sites unseen before. So I want to wish a hearty and humble welcome to her, and can't wait. Hopefully she's watching and will be here first thing in the morning. I'm just kidding. I know she's not going to be, so don't feel like you got to be here. I was just saying that. So again, hope everybody's having a safe summer, and look forward to school starting next Monday. Just kidding.
Almost, though. All right. Mr. Morgan.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I also want to send sincere condolences out to the Kemp family and to the Wall family for that tragedy. I think everybody up here knows that tragedy happens, but if you keep putting one foot in front of the other, eventually, you get through it. And prayers and thoughts are most definitely with that entire family. Other thing I want to say that tonight, I'm rocking the Cooper Middle School shirt, because you can't hate, what, Chris? You can't hate the game. You can't hate the game. Hate the game, not the player. This is Cooper Middle School. I think they just recently got the STEM certification. Is that correct? Yeah. And I know that y'all probably think it's a favorite over there, but compliments of Mary Elizabeth. I got this shirt. I don't see anyone else up here wearing a shirt tonight. But Cooper Middle School, congratulations on your STEM certification. I know a lot of great things will be produced out of that. And that concludes my comments, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Mr. Wheeler.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Closing, I'd like to repeat that our thoughts and prayers are for the Wall family and the Kemp community for their loss. I know we've all said that, but it's hitting home in our area, and our thoughts are with them.
Thank you. Mr. Banks would like to add another comment. Are we going to allow that? Do we need to take a vote on it?
Well, I usually come up with a trivia question, but this is not a trivia question. This is a significant date. July the 8th is going to be a very significant date. And at the next board meeting, I will explain what that significance is.
Anniversary.
Thank you, Mr. Banks. We'll wait with bated breath on that. Okay, thank you very much. We are adjourned.